So super excited today because we've come all the way out to Ngong. So we are past Konabaridi, for those of you who know the place that has the best nyama choma. And before we go for lunch, we came here to meet another creative who's collaborating with me on the Anyango Capsule Collection. And I met her on Instagram. Her name is Jacqueline, and she is behind the jewelry line called Olive and Annie. And it's jewelry pieces that have strong messages and stories behind them. Some that represent strong women that she knows in a children's home that she runs. Some that just represent notions and emotions that people go through. So when you have the piece, you can really, it's not just another piece. It means something deeper to you, which is why I thought, man, she really needs to be on this, because in honoring my late mom, we need to think about the different characteristics she had. So the one that I'm giving Jacqueline is strength, because I think her personal story and her jewelry represents it very well. So we've come here to start designing and make sure that this piece comes to see the light of day and possibly gets into your homes when you buy it. The Anyango Capsule Collection is named after my late mom. It's a way of me honoring her, and I thought that I should collaborate with 4 creatives to bring to life 4 different characteristics that my mom had that I think all of us should aspire to have. We are in Ngong near Konabaridi, and we've come through to hang out with a creative who I met on Instagram. This is such a millennial story. You know, started following each other, DM. And so we're hanging out with Jackie, and she is the force behind Olive and Annie. And what I loved about your page is that, yes, there was jewelry, but there was a lot of conscious motivation behind it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of awareness on gender-based violence. Mm-hmm. And so is that something that is at core of the entire brand, or?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We design a lot of our pieces drawing inspiration from ending sexual violence, women's rights, and just general humanity towards others. Mm-hmm. But it's a cause that a topic I was affected by, and we also work with orphan children, and a lot of orphan children are affected by sexual violence. Mm-hmm. So it's really at the heart of our company.
So I've always loved the idea of having jewelry that speaks to you, like jewelry that when you buy, it's not just another thing that's pretty and goes along with your outfit or whatever. Like when you look at it, it reminds you of something you've conquered, or it edges you on, and that's kind of, am I right to say that's kind of like how your pieces are?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. When we create different pieces of jewelry, even down to our rings, we want it to serve as a reminder of your greater purpose and of your strength as a woman. And we've now just started creating pieces for men that remind them to stand in unity with women. So it's really more than just a piece of jewelry. It's a conscious decision to be a global citizen and an active global citizen.
So the whole entire thing is that we're doing a capsule collection to honor my late mom, and it's called Anyango. And so there are 4 creatives, of course you're one. And each creative, I took like 4 characteristics that my mom had. And yours is strength.
Perfect.
So she battled breast cancer on and off for 10 years and so many other things even before that. And I feel like it would be nice to capture that in a collaborative piece that whoever buys it, man or woman, whatever challenges they're going through, they can always be reminded. It's always nice to have a reminder that you're strong, because there's sometimes life just like slaps you.
Beats you up a little bit.
And that's what I think your personal story and your pieces reflect, which is why I think that word would be best. So I don't know what's in, before I start tainting your head with my with what I'm seeing. When the word strength comes to your mind, what do you see in terms of your products?
I think, I like to collaborate when we're creating a piece that's 2 entities coming together. So usually we do very simplistic designs. I think that customers usually gravitate toward something that's simplistic. So either using the word itself, or something that symbolizes strength for you, and reminds you of your mother and what she liked to do and what she sort of embodied with her strength. So normally my process is that I will take the word, sort of jot it down, then look at our other pieces. Usually we either do the coin shape, like our mama piece here, or we use a bar shape or a symbol that sort of for you symbolizes strength. So another piece that we have that embodies strength is our batiti necklace, which I'm also wearing. And then from there, you literally open my sketchbook, start designing the different pieces, and then we would work together to sort of alter that design and create exactly what you envision.
I'm super excited because I feel like with every creative, I'm just like, this is my best piece. But seriously, this is my best piece. Because like strength, I just feel like what we've come up with really brings to life what I feel is important, especially when it comes to strength. And what I saw from my mom, it wasn't like an aggressive strength, but it was so deep. So there's different versions of strength, and I feel like this piece is something that, when somebody wears it, they're just gonna feel like, yes, I can conquer whatever it is I'm going through. So I don't know. Those are my feelings on our piece. What do you?
I think it's great. I think it's gonna serve as a reminder to so many women of what they've gone through, that they're living another day, overcoming. And I think in society, you think a certain way to act is what everyone sees as strength, but it can be very subtle, just pushing through things that you may not share with the world, but now they'll have this piece to remind them. You're doing a good job, girl. Keep going.
And keep them going, yes. So now the next step is to turn what we've sketched, rather you've sketched because my art skills, Lord, what you've sketched into life, and that's what you guys get to see. Jacqueline from Olive and Annie, and I'm so excited. First, I've been trying to hold back all my tears because the piece is so gorgeous. Don't tell anyone I really like it, like maybe the best.
They may see that.
So anyway, your theme was strength, and this was really, really very, very personal for me, especially because my mom battled cancer for over 10 years. In fact, I was trying to do the calculations, it was like 13 or so years. Wow. And a lot of stuff, like even before the cancer, she went through a lot of stuff, and she just did it so gracefully because she was strong. So I really want to know how it was for you, even just being a woman who's gone through what you've gone through and who's, you know, stood up tall and helping other women. How was it working with this particular theme?
So I've always wanted to do a piece that embodies strength. A lot of our necklaces have a common theme of strong women as the inspiration, but this piece in particular, after hearing your mom's story, really meant a lot to me, and cancer is something that's very common in my family as well, so I really connected with that theme and that story of your mom. So in creating this piece, I was just so excited to be working with you and to see it come to life. And we don't have any pieces yet that have the drop back, which is 100% your style.
It's so cool.
I know that so many women are going to love this piece and connect with it deeply. And it's just really important to remind women how strong they are on days when we feel like completely giving up.
True.
So I think this is going to be an excellent reminder for many, many women in Nairobi and around the world.
Yeah, and I love that it's so personal. So sometimes you need to remind yourself of how strong you are, and this can be such a good reminder, I think. I love what it represents, what it stands for, and how it looks. It's gorgeous.
A stunning piece.
It's gorgeous. So, and just hearing you connect with it with your own story makes me very sure that anybody who gets this piece will have their own story connecting them to it. So that's a really powerful thing to have.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
So I totally enjoyed working with Jacqueline on this, and I think each and every woman needs to get this piece. Each and every man, if you know a strong woman in your life, this would be the best piece to give them. Whether they're still fighting something or they've conquered it, it would be a nice reminder to just be like, you know what, I think you're really strong. It does a lot. It does a lot. So what you can do is go to adelleonyango.com or go to Olive and Annie on Instagram, because there's a lot other powerful pieces that you guys have that each have a story, and you can follow up with all the work you're doing fighting for women's rights and talking about gender-based violence, which is really powerful. And wait for next week. We will unleash or unveil is a better word, the next creative and the next product under the Anyango Capsule Collection. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Adelle TV and keep watching everything that's on it.